Congratulations on becoming Emerald. This is such a huge step in your business and the first rank advancement. And what I'm here to talk to you about is the next rank advancement, which is Diamond. So if you're watching this, that means that you've already been invited by me to our weekly Diamond accountability calls. And on these calls, I'm going to be keeping you accountable and supporting you in your goal to get to the next rank advancement, which is Diamond. So first, we just want to quickly talk about what Diamond is. You can always look it up in the FAQ, but it basically just means that you have 4 coaches on your right leg, 4 coaches on your left leg that you place there. So they're your personally sponsored coaches. They're active, which means they have 50 PV per month at least, which means if they've ordered or sold that much in a month. So even like 2 beach bars is 50 PV. And then you need 1 emerald on each side. So assuming that you've already signed up your spouse or mom or some kind of person, a controllable account, my strategy for getting to Diamond was to get that a controllable account to Emerald, and then I had 1 working coach on the other side, and then everyone else was discount coaches. It's literally that easy, and it can take as little as like 30 to 60 days. I believe that you can do it. Don't overthink it too much. And this is a huge step. Becoming Diamond is huge because it is the first gigantic rank advancement in your business. It means that you are a leader. It means that your team cycle bonuses go from $14 to $18. It also means that you start to earn a 10% bonus on any, say your working coach below you earns $100 in a week of team cycle bonuses, you would earn 10% of that. So you'd earn $10 in your check. And it's really just the first stepping stone towards financial freedom and a huge growth in your business. So I want to share some of the actions that I believe will help you get to Diamond. And these are things that you have to be doing. You can't decide that you're going to grow a team and then not recruit people into coaching. So you need to be talking to people about coaching. I made the huge mistake early on in my business that I thought that people would just enjoy the products and then they would say, I want to be a coach too, which does happen. It for sure happens. But you have to be more intentional about it. You have to, one of the main things your job is to instill the belief in these people that have gotten great results with challenge groups, or who are already active on social media sharing fitness, or just your neighbor who loves fitness. Instill the belief in them that they can do it too, that they can do this, that they can put themselves out there, that they can enjoy our community, and to give them basically the confidence that they can do it too. So that is a big part of your job and recruiting coaches, because you're here because you love it and I love it, and at this point I'm just like, I just don't see why anyone wouldn't be a coach. That's just so awesome. So I want to be sharing that with as many people as possible. So you have to take the fear of sharing something that you love out of it. I recommend just writing down a list of everything you love about coaching. So say one of the reasons why you wanted to start coaching was to earn a certain income and you're not there yet. So that's okay. You're gonna get there by growing your team and doing this, and you have the confidence that I've gotten there, that other coaches on our team have gotten there. But you need to focus on all the other reasons you love it. You love it because it keeps you accountable to your goals. You love coaching because it gives you something to do outside of Save Your Mom, out of motherhood. You love coaching because of the community. You love coaching because you get to go on the girls' weekend to Summit every year. You earn the free trip. You have the potential to earn a free trip. That's such a big deal. You love coaching because you enjoy helping people, and it feels so good when someone tells you that they lost weight or feel more energized or could get out of bed in the morning because of you and your group. So write down all those things and just like make it as personal as you can. And those are the things you're going to be talking to people about coaching. So now that you know why you're a coach, I also want you to just write down your why, about why are you doing this outside of those like things that I just mentioned. Like, what's your big dream? Like, what's your long-term goal? So is it that you want to be able to quit your job and be with your kids full time? Do you want to pay off your debt? Do you want to travel the world? Like, be as specific as possible, and call that your why, and write it down and read it every day. I try to read it every morning when I start my morning routine, and it helps me a lot because on those days when it's hard, because there always will be hard moments, I can go back to that and say, this is why I'm doing this. So in terms of practical tips for getting to Diamond, here's some logistics. First, you have to have, like I said, the 4 on each leg. And a lot of those can be discount coaches. At the same time, I don't want you to always lead with discount coaching. So if you have a challenger who's rocking it and they're showing up in your challenge group and they are like logging their workouts every day, they're starting to get results, invite them to coaching. It's as simple as saying, it looks like you love this. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? Would you want to watch this 10-minute video? We have a video called, it's a Vimeo video. You can ask me for it if I haven't already shared it with you. Would you want to watch this video and figure out if it may or may not be for you? Or would you like to join our coaching sneak peek, which happens on this whatever Thursday it is. We do a coaching sneak peek once a week or once a month, so you can invite people to that. You really want to make it simple because you want the person to think that they could do what you're doing. So when you're inviting them to coaching, when you're inviting them, they're thinking, could I do what she's doing? And what she's doing right now is inviting me to go watch a video. I can do that. But if you're like, well, so do you want to be a coach? And then you like really just are like talking and selling them, they're gonna think, oh no, I couldn't do that. I can't do that. So you wanna make it as simple as possible because you want them to see that it's simple. So that's my number one advice. So that would be like with someone who's a challenger who's rocking it, or someone who you just think would be awesome at coaching, or like I said, your neighbor who's like into fitness. Just don't be afraid to just throw it out there and maybe list off a couple of the reasons that I mentioned before why you love it, and then say, would you want to watch this video and see if it's for you? That's it. You can also, I want you to just like kind of be sharing on social media as much about coaching and our opportunity as you are about challenge groups. So that's one's hard because I know that a lot of people, it's like, okay, I can talk about fitness all day long, but to show up on social media and invite people to a sneak peek, invite people to coaching is a lot harder. But you're gonna wanna get comfortable doing that and doing it as much as you can. So like little things that you can sprinkle in, there's like our team call, taking a picture of it and showing it and saying, this is what our, showing our culture. If we get an in-person, we're an in-person thing, like sharing pictures of that, or showing like, this is what I do, snapping like a cute picture of you working during nap time, and this is my nap time, you can call it your nap time hustle, or this is when I get my stuff for me, or when your kids are in bed at the end of the day, or if you work full time and at lunch you're working on your business, say like, I look forward to, post a picture, a video, or boomerang about what you're doing and talk about coaching. Don't just talk about the fitness side, start talking about coaching and how that is helping you, and that creates people to be like, just planting the seed in their head that they might want to do it too. And then you're also going to want to do this main post that I have a call to action, inviting people to contact you about joining your team or getting more information, watching the video. You can even specifically say, tell a story about your before coaching, now you're coaching. It's very similar format to like a transformation photo. What you would write about it, like, this is what I felt like before coaching, this is how I feel now, and I'd love for you to learn more about it. Or it can be more lighthearted, but just sharing on social media about coaching is just really important. And like I said, those little jabs, like little glimpses into the day and the life of what you do. And then also those call to actions where you're actually asking people to take a poll, to come message you, to email you, or to do something. You're building a team, and it's huge. If your goal is to earn a full-time or above income, you've got to be inviting to coaching. And these are all things that you're just going to, with time, learn to do and slowly start sharing it, or not slowly, but as fast as you want to start sharing it and growing and building a team of your own. And it's so incredibly rewarding. I am mad at myself. I say this all the time. I kick myself in the beginning. I did not do this, what I'm telling you. And that's why I'm telling you now, because I want you to be successful earlier than I was, because it took me a long time to figure all this out on my own and to have the confidence on my own. And I'm here to share it with you so that you don't go through that, and that you will learn and grow as you go, or now. Now's the time. The one thing I want to say is you're also going to be needing to send some, just like I said, those personal invitations. And you have to know that, especially with coaching, the follow-up is so important. So every person that I invite to coaching, I write down their name. I have an Excel spreadsheet, and I have a column for each month. And I invite those people maybe not every month, but I invite them consistently over and over again, unless I get like a hard no. But if I get like a maybe later, if I get ignored, if I get whatever, I'll come back around and ask them again and again. Some people, it takes time. It's a big decision to be a coach. So don't get, and the worst thing you can do is invite someone to coaching and then completely never talk to them again when they say no, because then they're like, well, obviously that's all she cared about was that I wanted to be a coach. So you want to develop those relationships. It's really about just developing the relationships, showing people the lifestyle, and instilling the belief in them that they can do it too. The last thing I just want to say is, like, when you're watching this video, some of you might be at earlier parts in your business and maybe some of you are at later and you've just decided now to grow a team. And I want to say that you are in charge of your own business. You're the CEO here. I'm here to help you, but what I really encourage you to do is, like, when you're thinking about personal development in terms of podcasts, books, whatever it is, trainings, do what you need at that time. So last year, a year ago, I decided, I'm like, I want to be a leader. I want to grow a team. I want to finally take this to the next level. And I just dove into leadership training. I dove into everything that was available. There's so many resources on YouTube about coaching. I've created a Google Doc that's in our team Google Drive that has all my favorite leadership trainings. Highly recommend watching those. But like, if you're at the point now where you're just like still trying to figure out your brand and figure out your social media, you're going to be wanting to do the things I said here, but you're also going to be wanting to, like, do some personal development on that. And if you need feedback from me on what personal development I think you need at this point, you can let me know. But be proactive, go after it. Don't just wait around and see what happens. Don't assume that anyone is going to come to you and say magically, like, I want to be a coach, I'm ready. Even though another thing to mention is that you want to always be sharing in your challenge group about coaching also, and inviting people in there. But even that doesn't mean that people are just going to flock to the group. I can't tell, I just recently had a conversation with someone who, she was in my challenge group getting great results. I did the call to action in the challenge group saying, do you want to join the sneak peek? I then did a video or a series on Instagram stories about coaching. Still didn't come to me. I invited her in a private message to a coaching sneak peek, and she was like, I have been interested. So yeah, I do want to watch it. And then she ended up signing up, and she told me recently, she's like, I never would have joined had you hadn't invited. So just remember that what we're offering is awesome. It's not for everyone. People are going to say no, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Those people might come around later, or those people never will, but it doesn't matter, because what matters is that you love this, that you are helping people, that you are helping. The more people, the more coaches you have on the team, more people you are able to reach and change their lives, and the more you're successful you're going to be. So I hope that helps. It's a lot of information. I'm really excited about this, and I'm really excited to see you on the call on Sunday.